Hello everyone. In this video we'll be learning about data validation, proofing and what is proofreading, difference between proofing and proofreading. So we'll be focusing on practical task 5.2 of ICT practical workbook. So in this task you will practice how to validate data using a spreadsheet. So before we begin, first let's learn what data validation is all about. So data validation, it refers to the process of ensuring that the data entered into a system or database meets certain criteria or standards. So we'll be using if the data entered in the system meets the criteria or if it meets the rules. So basically it involves range check if the data falls under this range, if the data falls under the length check. So it involves checking data for accuracy, completeness, and consistency to ensure its integrity and reliability. So for example, if the data entered by the user will be 15 and the rules that you provide for the lane check will be in between 1 to 16. If the data entered is of 17 characters, so then it throws an error. It doesn't fall under this length check. So data validation, it's all about ensuring if the data entered into the system meets certain rules or criteria. And let's see what proofreading and proofing is all about. So proofreading, it's the process of carefully reviewing a written text to identify if there is any spelling mistakes or grammar errors or punctuation or syntax or formatting. But proofing, it's for digital. So proofreading will be using the physical copy or the physical text. Proofing, it refers to the process of reviewing and verifying your digital document, the online version. So digital document or the project, and why is it done? For accuracy, completeness and functionality. So that's the difference between proofreading and proofing. So let's get back to practical task 5.2, getting started activity. It's important that you validate data in a spreadsheet to minimize data entry errors. So we'll be using drop down combo boxes in this activities. The use of drop down or combo boxes validation checks such as limit check, format check, and range check can all improve on the quality of data that is captured in a validation in a spreadsheet. See worked example 5.1 for a demonstration of this. All right. So using a suitable software package, open the file stdregister.csv. So this is how the file looks like. There are three columns: first name, last name, and the gender. So column C is reserved for the gender of the student, which must either be F or M for male or female respectively. So we restrict all the data in cells C2 to C7 to accept only M or F. So we are giving a rule so that the user are supposed to enter only F or M. So and it's between C2 to C7. We are applying data validation rule for this column. So let's see how it's done. So I have selected from C2 to C7. So let's go to data, and this is the data validation icon. So click on data validation icon, and settings, it's not any value, it will be a list. So I'll be choosing a list, and the source would be M, comma F. So let's click on OK. So if I try to add any other letters such as G, it will throw an error. This value doesn't match the data validation restriction defined for this cell. So we are supposed to only enter M or F. This is data validation. So we are done with A and B. Number C, give the user a meaningful message if they enter incorrect data. So let's give a warning message or an error message, but it has to be a meaningful one. So let's again go back to data validation, input message, and this would be error message. Please enter M for male and F for female. So this is the error message the users will get. So let's check it. Please enter M for male and F for female and retry. So this will be F. So this is how it works. So we are done with A, B, C. Test your validation rule to ensure it is being followed. So yes, we just did the testing. So save the file as a spreadsheet with the file name register. How do we save the file? File, save as, and it has to be register. So it was student register. So now change it to register, and it will be CSV format. So we are done with getting started activity. Thank you.